Good.
All right, we are live. Hello to Facebook friends. We are so excited to be here with you guys. I'm Mary Fulton, and this is my good friend Alisha Berman, also known as Sexy Alisha. And today is Monday Motivation, and we are going to be talking about taking that first step in changing maybe new habits, making new habits on your journey. So before we get started though, I need to make sure I can see your guys' comments. So I'm going to jump on here and Alicia's going to tell you a couple jokes.
Oh my goodness, the jokes.
Maybe say hi to them and who you are and a little bit about yourself, Alisha, before we get started.
Okay, so I'm Alisha Berman, just like Mary said, and I have been working out with Mary for, Mary, it feels like forever now, but a little over probably 2 years at this point, right? And oftentimes you'll see me with Mary doing all kinds of different things in the garage, working out on video. Sometimes I occasionally will even show up at her classes at the gym. So yeah, I have just been with Mary for a little while now. And my real profession, yes.
Yes, tell us about your profession.
Yes, honey. They're in the pantry. Sorry, I also have children. Yeah, I also have children. I have 2 kids. And so I actually am in communications. That's my profession. So I do this strictly because I like to do this. This is my thing. If you ask my husband, he will say it 1000% makes me a better human being for my family and as a wife. And it's true. I think you can see me if the days that I don't work out and the days that I do work out, you would know like the difference, which is kind of scary. So that's just a little bit about me. Now you know that little secret there.
The secret to feeling better is exercising. I love it. That helps you. I love it. This is amazing. And I'm just happy you last minute joined me for this. We were talking about the latest challenge that we are starting, which is with our little containers and stuff. You may have seen some of our little commercials out there. And I was talking to Alisha about today. I posted in our group that it's not about, well, there's a lot of different things I think I posted in that post today, but it's the journey. It's the everyday decision that like one day at a time that adds up to where we are today. And I shared something like, well, this group, I've been really talking a lot about not anybody saying food is bad, because all food is good, is a gift to us from God, whether that's a cheeseburger or a piece of broccoli. And a lot of people have different goals, health goals, mindset goals in this group. We're all in different levels. But I'm sharing this because Alisha tapped into this after I shared the post. But the post was about, taking these next 3 weeks to create new habits in our life that will hopefully have long lasting effects on the future of us, whether that's somebody that just wants to lose a little bit of weight or is looking at their health goals. And Alisha, it touched your heart. So that's why you're on today. And I wanted you to hear a little bit about that. And then I'm going to check the comments while we're on here so that we don't miss anybody sharing. We've got Amanda, Lisa, and Lisa Gaithy saying that they're here. So go ahead.
Okay. So I shared, so you posted that this morning, Mary, and I had such a great weekend. I was with my parents this past weekend, and Mary, actually, you don't know, I think all of what I shared today. I don't think I had really shared previously how much or what had happened, but I have amazing parents. They are young. They are 66 and 68. They're going to be, I think, 67 or maybe they're going to be 66 and 68 this year. And so, there are 4 of us. My mom's had 4 kids. And one of the things that I was sharing with Mary is that they've had some health struggles. They've had some different things that have happened to them as they've gotten older, from car accidents to like real health issues and having to be hospitalized type of stuff. And my mom, she's a really awesome mom who understands what it's like to be a mom. And we were talking about it today. It's a fun story too, in some sense. So I was telling Mary, like I was running around in my bathing suit. My parents have a hot tub, and I was joking with my dad and teasing him, running around all over the house with my bikini on. And he kept telling
I
me
love it.
to put some clothes on, and
Hot
typical
summer.
dad. Yeah, typical dad,
Summer,
right?
hot
I
summer.
know. Totally. He was totally like, please stop. But we were talking about, kind of, how far I've come, and how, this has been really, really great for me. And what my mom said to me is that at this age, I'm 42, around this in her 40s, it's such a moment, and it's where she realized it was a moment for her to have really like reined it in and kept it, and she didn't. And I can share with you, like right now, my mom is dealing with, she has a lot of arthritis, and it's making, just daily activities difficult. And it was just such an eye-opening conversation with my mom, because I know how much she struggles. And I also know how similar we are. We are the same height, like literally we're the same height. I look like her, I talk like her, my mannerisms are like her, we have the same hands. And she's really been encouraging to me because of all that she's dealing with now at 65, almost 66 years old. And I mean, my mom was somebody who was running like 5 miles a day, 4 or 5 times a week as a kid when I was young. And I remember that. And now she's having trouble just trying to walk because of arthritis and different things. And my parents haven't always probably eaten the best, I would say, too. A lot of out food, when you have 4 kids, a lot of fast food. We were all in sports and activities. So it was kind of like, a totally, fast pace, and my parents work. So there was a lot of that. But it also really just kind of broke my heart this weekend to see them in that shape. My dad has kind of, I think that he's technically kind of borderline pre-diabetic. So it's one of those things, where we're concerned, and what is he eating, and whatnot. So there's just been a lot of wake up calls for me as I've gotten a little bit older. And I shared with you today that I feel like this is that point for me too, like where I just need to be really mindful of how I'm taking care of my body so that it lasts, and that I don't end up kind of not able to do simple daily tasks, basically, which I mean involves like baking chocolate chip cookies with your granddaughter, but your foot is just killing you. You've got to sit down, or not being able to maybe host family events because it's too hard after a while, and you're in a lot of pain. So that's a big part of my personal journey and why I'm doing what I'm doing.
You mean you're not here just for hot girl summer?
I can't even believe that.
You signed up because it's for hot girl summer. Hey guys, this is just a joke. I opened up TikTok, and it's all about girls getting ready for hot girl summer. I'd never heard of hot girl summer. I didn't know about it when I was young, but it's a thing. So
I don't know, but apparently it is.
So we've been joking, but you know what? I'm going to kind of touch on that. Like for most of us, probably the older we get, at first it was for hot girl summer, right? Like you wanted to eat healthy. You were thinking if you just didn't eat all day, that maybe you could feel skinnier, and it kind of works at first, right? I remember, this is terrible, but I just remember this. I would only eat a dipped cone.
Oh my.
Yeah, I would go and have 1 ice cream cone a day. I lost weight that way. But how old was I? 13, 14.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely not a healthy way. That's probably stunted some of my growth and impacted me later. And that's not a way to nourish your body for the end result, right? But I remember doing that. And so, as we're young and we don't have knowledge or wisdom, or haven't been able to really like have some of those role models for you, or you're just kind of in that rat race thinking you need to be a certain way. So we do those things. I'm sure a lot of people can relate out there. I'm going to look at some of the comments out here. We've got lots of friends out here, but I love what you're talking about today, Alisha, because the older we get, the wiser we become, and we see, what, I don't want to eat healthy just because I want to look good. But I actually want to just feel good.
I know. Yeah.
Feel better later. The future me is praying, please make some good decisions so that I can feel good 20 or 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. Some of us might live till we're 90.
Yeah.
It just depends on how we want to live it, you know? Do we want to live it, like you said, being able to bake some cookies and doing things on your own, or because we don't take care of ourselves, we're struggling with medications and
Mhm.
being, whatever, maybe we're diabetes or different things, so I love that you shared that. We have some comments here. We've got Amanda, Glenda, Maggie, thanks for joining us, and Kim. And Amanda said, I love this. You don't realize when you're young how damaging these things can be later. Yeah. So I guess on that note, Alisha, right now, this is day one.
Day one. Yeah, day one.
The containers that Mary's always been
Woo-hoo.
talking about, and nobody
Yeah.
into her.
And I was scared about these containers. These things, they're colorful and pretty, but I was like, oh, I don't know. What do I do? Da-da-da. But you've guided us pretty much like so awesomely, to be honest, Mary, like with all the videos and all the like step-by-steps and how to make this successful for yourself, whatever that means for you. So I have to be honest, like so far, knock on wood, other than like one little thing here and there, I've been doing pretty well today. And that one little thing is like, I probably ate like the leftover little bits of pasta that my kid had at lunch, which was like 5 pieces. So, I have it written out. It's not hard at all. I chose a really simple way to do this. I love to cook. Let me say that. I love to cook. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to do a lot of the things I love. I don't even know if I'm a good cook. That's why I probably should have a cooking show. It'd be a funny one. And I just chose like, hey, how can I make this work with what my goals are or what I'm trying to do here? And it's super, super easy, super simple. It's like already kind of laid out. It doesn't require me to like cook a lot. I prepped, of course, but the key to the prepping, and I don't know if people really realize this, is that if you're like me, who's working and busy and kids and whatnot, I just noticed today, moms, like I fed my children. Okay. I did not feed myself lunch. I fed my children. And then I realized I'm starving. So that's why I ate those 4 or 5 little pieces of pasta that was sitting on the counter while I was making my already prepped food. So the key to that, having the prepped food, is that I'm not going looking for what's easy. What can I do? I stuck with it. And I was like, well, I'm having this and this and this. It's already kind of put together. I'm literally just grabbing it. So that I wanted to just say is huge about setting yourself up for whatever it is you're trying to achieve, right? Whether that's to eat more vegetables or maybe avoid some of those snacks that you're trying to avoid. I'm like everybody else. I have the cookies in my house. I have the ice cream. I have kids. So don't think like I don't have it, I have it. I just have to make sure that like I'm not just sitting there going for it because I don't have all the good food that I need to be eating already ready to go. Right.
And so part of that is the planning, right? Mm-hmm. So that made the difference.
Yeah.
First planned, and then you figured out what you needed to shop for, and then you prepared it. And you know what, guys, I know that sounds like it's work, but you know what? You have to plan your week for your family or what you're going to eat anyway.
Right.
So if you think about it, if you're taking time, if you want to have a healthy body, you have to plan and prepare to take care of that healthy body. Otherwise, it's kind of like everything else in life. Well, our time gets away from us if we don't organize it and plan it. Like our time's going to tell us what we're supposed to do versus us telling our time what we're going to do. It's the same thing. If you don't plan it, you'll end up just grabbing the dinos, the old the leftover pizza crust dropped off while you're on the run. And not that you can't have pizza crust on the run or the dinos. We're going to have these things, but it's like how you feel at the end of the day. Do you feel better today with your planned and prep food and what you ate? Yes. And I'll just say, I don't know about for other people, but for me, like, it's not that I can't have the pizza crust or the pasta or whatever. It's that is habit for me. So it's not like I'm like sitting here going, oh, I can never have that. It's more like that more often than not, I'll go that way because I don't have my food maybe all prepped or ready to go. And so then
I've filled myself up on stuff that, you know, in 2-3 hours later, I'm not going to feel that great. Right. And that's my biggest issue is that it's like I put everybody else first and I don't put myself first when it comes to what am I feeding my body? How am I taking care of myself? Because like I said, oh, the kids need lunch. Oh, the kids need to eat. And then I forgot about myself in that. That's just so second nature for me.
Right. And I think that's for most moms out there, right?
Mhm.
We've got a couple of people out there. Give me some hearts if you feel like that you're a mom, or, you know, whether your kids are grown or little, you're probably still now you're taking care of the grandkids, maybe if you're
Oh
older,
yeah.
or if you're single, you're keeping yourself busy. For you, it might be different things, like people are going out, you want to meet them up. And so you want to keep up with that lifestyle, but you also want to take care of your body and feel good. So there's a lot of different things to balance depending on the life that you have and where you're
Mhm.
at. But if we were to leave somebody with something today to encourage them, that it's taking that first step.
Mhm.
So for you, what do you think you would say to somebody who's kind of on the edge of, you know, whether they join our MF Feel Your Body challenge or any or group? I like to call it a group because when we say challenge, everyone freaks out. They think I'm taking all their food away, and I'm not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But what do you think you'd say to somebody out there who's listening in and really wants um, to make a change? What would you say to them?
I think the one thing that I've learned in the work that I do professionally, and that's from what we call a behavioral science perspective of how to affect lasting change in your life.
Hmm.
So if the idea of change overwhelms you completely, then start small.
I love that.
Start with one thing. I can share, you know, right now I'm encouraging my mom to get on her treadmill for 5 minutes a day for 1 week,
That's
and
perfect.
then increase it another 5 minutes. Because right now, my mom, who's having trouble just walking around the house due to arthritis and other issues, that's doable, right? 5 minutes a day is doable. But if I told my mom you should be doing 30 minutes on the treadmill and she's having trouble just trying to like move around, that's overwhelming. That's not doable. That's kind of like I'm not going to succeed. And when we feel like we don't succeed, I think we want to give up. So if
Mhm.
you're feeling like that, or just change is just a hard thing for you, start small. Just do something small.
Yeah. So something small today, if you're watching, get your water bottle out and drink half of your body weight in ounces. So so like whatever, say you're 140, then 70 ounces of water in the day, and try to do that for this week. Just start with your water. Start with adding more veggies into every meal that you eat. Throw a veggie in there and see how you're going to feel better. And you don't have to go on any specific program. You don't have to do a whole bunch of restrictions. Just add things in, add water, add veggies.
Mhm.
It starts to grow in you and how you're feeling. And so we just don't want to encourage. Oh, so we don't want to encourage.
I know.
That's an ox. Sorry. We just want to encourage you guys to know that here at Mary Fulton Fit, that we are here to encourage, empower, and just help you along your journey, wherever that is. You know, we have the platform where you can work out with us. We have our monthly groups, which is right now the Feel Your Body group. If you guys are interested, you can still jump in. I'll teach you what you need. All my videos are up. Next month, we're going to have a booty and abs challenge. So, so we have things going on all the time. And if you just need, you know, you need that community, you need us, we are here for you. And just know that it really is one step at a time. That's how Mary Fulton Fit began. I just turned on the iPad one day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. So show up for yourself.
Yeah, show up for yourself. Rita says she loves change. So I would say if you love change, if you love just kind of you're open and you embrace it, then go outside your comfort zone. That would be my next thought, because that's what Mary's taught me, is to go outside my comfort zone, as most of you probably are very well aware at this point. And I'm actually grateful for it. It reminds me of who I was when I was younger, a little bit more fearless and less bottled in. So
I think part of my mission is to secretly bring your inner kid out of all of you and let you remember that, like, that love for life. You know, it's hard as we get older and we have so many responsibilities. I want to bring out that inner 16-year-old that's like ready to just jump in. And today Alisha said the words.
Oh my gosh, I did.
She said to me, Mary, I think I just need to just jump in. And I said, what? She's been making fun of me. And she's ready to just jump into. So, we're going to jump into a lot of stuff. So Mary Fulton Fit's going places right now. We have some cool things coming our way, some collaborations with Fit Girl Club, Leah Marsh. Woo woo. We're going to be traveling and doing some events. So get ready, because it's about to get crazy.
Mary, what was that TikTok? Get on the bus. Where's the bus?
Oh yeah, the double Dutch bus home. Beep, beep. Everybody say hey. So we want you to jump on the train. It's always fun to be here at the beginning of the train because you don't know where it's going. It's fun. It's going to be a whole journey. So yeah, that's what we leave with you today. Take that one step, like Alisha said, one small step, one small bite. You can't eat the whole elephant in one bite. So one small bite, one step at a time. We're here to support you guys. Stronger together, mind, body, and soul. We got the soul train here. So join us, check us out. We love you guys. If you need more info, you can message me and let me know how I can help you. Thanks, Alisha.
Of course.
Alisha, round of applause. We love you.
Love you guys. Love you, Mary.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.